Clip. Join me as I dive into the wildest travel stories from people around the world that are so crazy, you won't believe they actually happened. Imagine Marie from France visited Japan, went into a karaoke night, grabbed the mic and started singing. Little did he know it's a funeral, and Rachel from Singapore, while in Bali, her passport was grabbed by a monkey. Welcome to our channel, Touring Globe, as we share top 20 funniest travel experience shared by people across the globe. Kindly remember to subscribe to our channel for more amazing content like this. Let's start. At number 20, Ben from USA visited Germany. He said, "There I was, desperate on a German bullet train. I spotted a big button, assumed it opened the restroom door, and pressed it. Instead, the entire train screeched to an emergency stop. Hundreds of Germans stared at me while I mumbled, 'I really had to pee.'" At 19, Hannah from Australia visited China. In a tiny town in China, Hannah found exploding chicken on the English menu. Curious, she ordered it and cried her way through a plate of nuclear-spiced meat while the waitstaff laughed kindly at her suffering. 18. Yuki from Japan in Tokyo. Yuki, visiting a Tokyo cat cafe, knocked over a container of treats. What followed was a stampede of cats. Chairs overturned, tourists screamed, cats ruled the earth for 5 minutes. Yuki now carries emotional baggage and a broom. On 17, Priya from India in Parisian. Priya was living her Parisian dream until she got trapped inside the Eiffel Tower restroom. 45 minutes later, she was rescued to applause from strangers. She bowed deeply and ran before anyone asked for a selfie. 16. Jack from New Zealand. Jack noticed people in Santorini smiling, waving, offering him free wine. Turns out, he was a dead ringer for a famous Greek soap opera star. He lived like royalty for a week, before sheepishly admitting he was a PE teacher from Auckland. 15. Amelia from UK. Amelia thought feeding pigeons at St. Mark's Square in Venice would be cute. Instead, she became their queen. 50 pigeons landed on her at once, burying her under a mountain of feathers, while Japanese tourists took 1,000 photos. At 14, Sam from Canada in Prague. Sam booked a hostel in Prague. At 2 a.m., he woke to find a strange drunk man snoring beside him in his bunk. They both screamed. They both apologized. They both decided to get breakfast together the next morning. 13. Lucia from Argentina. Lucia was handed a flag in a small Mexican town. She thought it was a photo prop. 10 minutes later, she was leading a parade down the main street, followed by a mariachi band and 400 cheering locals. 12. David from South Africa. David tried to snap a selfie with a camel at Marrakesh's market. The camel objected. David ran for his life through the stalls while vendors laughed so hard they could barely stand. 11. Emily from USA. Emily's Paris hotel promised a room with a view. What they didn't say was that the view was directly into the reception lobby. Every time a guest checked in, they made direct, awkward eye contact with her doing yoga in pajamas. 10. Leo from Brazil went to Rome. Leo was reading facts about the Colosseum aloud to his friends in Rome. Soon, random tourists started following him. 2 hours later, he realized he had led a full tour group of 20 people, and even earned €10 in tips. 9. Sofia from Spain. Sofia's Galapagos Island hike was delayed when giant tortoises blocked the only road. For 3 hours, dozens of tourists watched in awe and mild panic as the tortoises slept peacefully, completely unbothered. 8. Matteo from Italy. Matteo, heavily tipsy after a night in Madrid, staggered into a hotel and crashed into bed. Morning came, and so did a very shocked Spanish family. It wasn't his hotel. It wasn't even the same hotel chain. At 7, we have Fiona from Ireland when she visited Scotland. Fiona booked a castle stay in Scotland. Technically, she stayed beside a 14th century castle in a tool shed with a mattress. The castle looked nice from the window, though. 6. Noah from USA. Noah couldn't resist buying all the cheese he could find in France. Security dogs at the airport loved him. Customs officers were less impressed when they discovered 20 pounds of brie, camembert, and roquefort hidden in his bag. He was given a warning and a slow clap. 5. Marie from France. Following music through a small village in Japan, Marie thought she had found a karaoke night. She barged in, grabbed the mic, and began singing ABBA. It was a funeral. She now bows automatically whenever anyone looks disappointed. 4. Thomas from Germany. Thomas wore a nice shirt while sightseeing in Jaipur, India. Locals swept him into a wedding celebration. He danced, feasted, and smiled for photos. No one questioned his presence. It wasn't until dessert that someone asked, "Which side are you from?" 3. Rachel from Singapore. Rachel was marveling at the beauty of Bali's Uluwatu temple when a monkey snatched her passport. The monkey examined it carefully, nibbled the corner, and ran off. A frantic fruit bribe negotiation finally got it back, with a few bite marks as souvenirs. 2. Isaac from South Africa. In a rural cafe in Vietnam, Isaac tried to order 2 eggs with hand gestures. Somehow it translated into 2 portions of 6 eggs each. They sat awkwardly trying to eat them all while the staff kept smiling proudly. And finally, at number 1, a Newton Fayum, USA, saw a bunch of villagers walking goats through the town, assumed it was a local celebration, and eagerly joined in. Only later did they realize it was just farmers moving goats to another field, no festival, just confused farmers politely smiling. These stories were crazy. Share you travel story too in the comment section. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thank you. See you in the next video.